Welcome back, guys. So for those of you who follow the channel, you probably know that I've been digging SNK Heroines. And hey, if you're into voyeurism, a bunch of chicks being locked up in a mansion having to duke it out and fight each other in order to escape, you might like this too. You know, you got some dude watching them from afar. Pretty weird ass shit, you know what I'm saying? But really enjoyable game. So when I first started playing it, my first thought was like, man, I wish this could use an arcade stick, and it didn't. Upon release, you could not use an arcade stick. Streamed it a few times. People were like, hey, even if you could use an arcade stick, it's not going to work because the controller, you need to use the right analog for items. And I was like, no, there's got to be a way. So they just released an update that allows you to use an arcade stick. Also, they released a DLC for an extra character, the thief Arthur from Million Arthur. I don't know. This is some kind of franchise from Square Enix that I have no clue what the heck it's about. This game has been released as a free-to-play game, some kind of card battle game. I don't know, a bunch of nonsense in Japan. They even had a PlayStation VR game of it. And some kind of anime series and whatnot. I'm not familiar with this damn character, but a lot of people seem to be excited about it, so it cost $5. I downloaded the character. I want to give her a try, you know what I'm saying? Seems pretty interesting to get another character from a different company. Who else are we going to get in the future? So that's what we're going to do today. I'm going to test out that character. Going to see how viable it is to use an arcade stick for this game, which I enjoy fighting games. I'm not an extreme competitive person when it comes to them, but I do prefer using arcade sticks for fighters. And this game really felt like it should have supported a arcade stick, some kind of fight stick. So this is my modified 8-bit do NES 30 arcade, whatever the heck it's called, right? I did modify it. It has Sanwa buttons and a Saimitsu stick. It's got some cool stuff up in here, you know what I'm saying? So let's go ahead and plug this bastard in and see what to do. Let's do it! Okay, my dudes, so we've got the 8-bit dough hooked up. We've got SNK Heroines updated. And man, that update was like over a gig. I have so many micro SD cards lying around. I need to dedicate one to my Nintendo Switch, damn it. I had to delete some stuff in order to update this game, but it is what it is. Just be warned, the update is over a gig. I also downloaded the Thief Arthur, $5 DLC for one character. Honestly, that's kind of a ripoff, but it is what it is. I want to test this character out for you guys, see if this update made using an arcade stick a viable option. So let's go ahead and dive up close to the arcade stick here. This is the 8-bit NES arcade stick. When it first came out, it was around $80. I was kind of iffy on it. The stick wasn't that great. The buttons didn't feel great. It was workable, usable. But for me, I really wanted this to feel good. So I upgraded everything, like I said earlier. Spent more on buttons and a stick than what the actual thing was worth. But in the end, it worked out for me. They eventually lowered the price on these. Occasionally they go on sale for like $40 to $50. I grabbed another one. Haven't upgraded it yet. But if you have a Nintendo Switch, I think this is definitely a decent option. Using the stock controls, buttons, and whatnot, it's okay. It's passable. You could save up and buy some buttons one by one, buy a Saimitsu or Sanwa stick, and be ready to go. So let's get back to the game here. Before we jump into the game, if some of you guys remember, the other day, I was like, hey guys, man, I got no friends up on the Nintendo Switch. So I posted my friend code, said, hey, send me some, requests. We'll be friends on the Switch and maybe even games sometimes. So I think now I got maybe 20 friends or something. I don't know, but a bunch of you guys hit me up. Pretty cool stuff. Do appreciate it. Hey, maybe eventually some of us can, play games together on video in a stream, something like that. But if you want to send me a friend request, boom, friend code right there. Freeze frame it, write it down, send me a request. We will be Switch buddies. That's what I'm talking about. So let's go ahead and just jump into this game and see if this stick is a viable option for playing arcade games, fighting games, and whatnot. I do enjoy using it for Street Fighter and other stuff. Some of the Neo Geo things that have been released on the Switch is pretty cool. And yeah, when this game first came out, I loved it, but I really don't like using normal controllers for fighting games. It just doesn't feel right for me. I'm not the most hardcore, fighting game, player out there. I'm pretty casual with this stuff. But I do really enjoy playing fighting games, and I just feel more comfortable using some kind of stick. So
SNK Heroines.
let's go ahead and get into this creepy-ass game. Let me see. So you can go into some tutorial action if you so choose. And the tutorial will, help you out with learning some of the moves. So I know, like, when you go to configure arcade, it doesn't tell you how you tag. That's kind of weird. It does not tell you how to tag in the button commands. It doesn't list anything. So you have to either look it up online, I guess, or go to this tutorial to figure out how do you tag in and out. So kind of strange. So as you see here, press the B and X button. So that's what we're gonna do.
Ready, go.
Boom, B and X. That swaps our character out. Pretty normal stuff. So let's go ahead and see what other stuff we would need to know. That's probably one of the main important things. Let's see. Item usage, that's going to be another important one, and then we'll look at the button configuration to see what we can do with each of these buttons. I tested this out once, so I'm kind of familiar, but I am, not just for you guys, I am going to go back into the button config to see and get a refresher on how everything's set up. While holding an item, press the R button to use it. Okay, so...
Ready, go.
Oops, wrong button. My bad. Okay. So it's going to be this top middle. So X, Y, and then RB, R1, whatever it is. So this button right here. And then you can aim. Nice. So like the analog, you would go left or right wherever you were aiming it. This, you're going to have to aim with the stick while pressing that button. That one right there. That one. Cool. So I think we're done with that. We don't need to go through any more tutorial stuff. We just need to look at the actual button config. You know what? Let's go back. Options, button config. Okay, there we go. That's what we want to look at. So we are on arcade stick controls. I haven't changed anything. So weak attack is going to be Y. Top middle. Second button over. I'm not flipping you off, guys. I'm just pointing it out. Strong attack is X. Special is going to be A. And then guard is B. And then R is items. And then our dream finish is down here. No, we don't need to worry about the rest of that crap. Alright, let's just get into a game. No, let's just go in the story mode. We can skip story stuff. It's all good. We ain't gotta worry about all that story crap. Okay, so the thief Arthur is right there. I don't think she doesn't have any costumes. You can change the color though. All right, we'll go with purple. And then Nakaruru, one of my favorites. Nakaruru, but I prefer her with her Samurai Showdown garb. You know, yeah, the rest of them are all sexy and whatnot. You know, you get a little butt cheek action, but I don't really care about all that stuff. I'd prefer to see her in her original costume anyway. But hey, if you're perverted and you like that kind of stuff, I'm not knocking you, man. That's cool. Embrace it. Embrace who you are. If you want to look at anime-looking chicks' butt cheeks, be my guest. I think that's what this game was made for, was the As you can see there, you could see a little butt crack action going on up there with the thief Arthur there with yep. That's all good. Let's skip that crap. Let's just fight. Oh yeah, it was X and B to swap. And then we don't want to press that. That's our dream finish. Items. Okay, let's just get into it. Hate the loading times on this game, damn it. Just it takes too darn long to load, but that's all right. As long as we can get in some action. Whoop some ass. There you go.
Ready, go.
Block. Oh, how do you grab? Oh, Y and there we go. Y and B let you grab. I think I read that earlier. Oh, you son of a... Get out of here. There we go. So far, you know the stick feels good. I get to get used to the button layout a little more. Doesn't really feel bad. You're mostly using these as your actions, so special, strong, and weak, I believe, and then block, item, and your dream finish. So you're using these 6, and then button combinations to do your tag. X and B, and then the grab, Y and B. Man, we don't care about that. Let's do one more match before we end this video, but Arthur doesn't feel too bad. I've been having a difficult time finding characters that I really like to use. I do like using Nakaruru, and I just like trying to say her name, I guess, but she feels good. She feels real good. And couple others I don't mind. The taller girls, I can't remember their names, but there's some characters that are pretty darn tall, and that's cool and all, but I can't get used to them. But she's not feeling too bad. I was gonna say kick you in the nuts, but no, we're not fighting Terry Bogard yet. Oh, she's back there though. Let me see. Yeah. Oh, bitch slap. Oh, crap. I just may wind up buying a Hori stick for the Switch. This is pretty cool, but it's kind of cramped a little bit for me. Oh, did you see that arcade machine? Oh, I was hitting block. Boom! Bam! Oh, that's what I am talking about. Hells yes. Hells yes. You win. So I'm digging it. I'm glad they implemented that. But yeah, I might have to get that Hori stick. I think it's a little pricey. I don't know. I'm going to look into it. If I, maybe a birthday present or something to myself. I don't know. But I'm really digging this game. I'm digging the fighters that are on the Switch. Really cool time. Arthur, I don't know, $5. I think that's a little bit of a ripoff. That should have been a free DLC. Seriously. But hey, it is what it is. I don't really like buying characters in fighting games. Especially a game like this. I mean, to be honest, it was very lacking with how many fighters there are. There's so many fighting games out there that there are tons of fighters. And this game does not have that many, so I thought that the DLCs were possibly going to be free, but hey, they're $5, a little bit of a ripoff, being honest. But I had to check it out. So I do dig that we can use the sticks. Arthur seems all right. I'm going to play with her a little more. You know, see what we can do with her, what we can accomplish. I really do appreciate you guys stopping in, man. Smash that like button if you could. Subscribe. Follow me on Twitter. You know. And also, just beat the crap out of that notification bell, because that's the only way you're going to be notified of my videos. Seriously. Appreciate it. And I will catch you guys next time. Bye-bye and boom!